guys, in this video we're going to be going over some ankle exercises that you can do. These ones are good to do as part of your warm-up. These are good to do if you are somebody who has a history of ankle injuries or any known limitations in your movements. As well as these are great if you're currently recovering from sprains or strains through the ankle joint. These are all great exercises that you can use to help you. First one, all you're going to need to do is you're going to find a wall. Now, with this one, you're going to put one foot up close to the wall. Start close, and all you're going to be doing, so start pretty much right against the wall. You're going to be bringing your knee, touching the wall, back up. That's easy, so we're going to slide back a little bit. Okay, then we're going to go again. Okay, still feels easy. Move back a little bit more. There. A little bit tougher, but we'll try a little further back. Go again. Good. Try one more step back. Forward. See, in this one, my heel lifts up. So that means I'm too far away from the wall. So with this, we want to keep our heel on the ground. So at this point I get to, and I can't keep my heel quite on the ground. It starts to raise up. We're just going to move back just a smidge. Move a little bit closer. Here. Now I can touch, my heel stays on the ground, and I come back up, okay? So we're going to do 10 reps of these. Go, touch the wall, back up. Okay, making sure we're not letting our knee collapse inwards. We're keeping our knee out, just like we would if we were squatting. Making sure it's tracing over our foot properly, touching the wall, coming back up. Back up. And like I said, 10 reps of these. First couple, you might, if you're someone with tight ankles, you will notice there's going to be some stiffness in their first few. After you get into it and you've done 4 or 5, typically it starts loosening up and you feel like it a bit easier. And over time, as you do this exercise more and more, you want to challenge yourself by trying to move back as you get that increase in mobility. So switch sides, show it from this side. So like I was saying, we really want to keep that knee out, not letting it collapse in. Keep that knee out. We're going to trace it over our foot, just like a squat. Find my range here. It's too far, so move just a little bit back here. Again, keeping that knee out. Tracking over the toes. Good. Making sure we're fully coming out of it. We're not just going here and back. Making sure we're going all the way down. When we come up, we go all the way up. Work the full range of motion. And then we have 10 reps on this side as well. All right, next exercise, same thing. You're just going to find a wall. And this one's pretty basic calf stretch. Our toe goes up, and we're going to bring our body closer to the wall. Knee stays straight on this side. Toes are up. You'll feel a nice stretch right through your calf, up through here. You can play around with the intensity. The closer you get to the wall, the more intense the stretch. If that's too much, just ease your body back. Find that sweet spot where it's discomfort, but it's not pain, and you're going to stay here for approximately 30 seconds. Should be no pain during this stretch. If you are getting pain in the ankle, or if pain's too much as the calf comes up behind the knee here, just like I said, back your body off a little bit, take a little pressure off of those joints. After that 30 seconds, we're going to switch sides. Same thing. Play around with the angle of your foot and move our body up. Then when we find that nice spot where we're getting that really good stretch with no pain, we're just going to hang out there for approximately 30 seconds. And then after those 30 seconds, moving on to our next exercise, shake it out a little bit. Again, toe up. This time we're gonna bend our knee as we're getting that stretch. This one's gonna feel a bit different. It won't feel as deep of a stretch. You'll feel it more lower down here. Okay, it's stretching a muscle called your soleus, so it's right down here. And this one will almost just kind of feel like a deeper feeling. It won't be as noticeable of a stretch. But toe comes up on the wall, bending the knee, and you're gonna get that stretch lower down here. And again, that's approximate 30-second hold. For these, I would recommend getting out a stopwatch, using your cell phone, have a timer, put 30 seconds, and that way you know you're hitting the full time. Okay, and then we'll switch sides. Here, find that spot, bend the knee, and hold for approximately 30 seconds. And good. All right. Next, what we're going to do toe walks. So for these, it's great if you have a hallway you can use. If you're outside, you can use driveway. You know, feel free. You can use your backyard length of your front yard, any way you have. But it's nice if you have a distance that you can use for this. Shorter space is not totally ideal. So if you have a nice strip that's about, you can get 10 yards. That's a great distance for this. So how this is going to look, you're going to start at one end of the hallway, driveway, whatever it might be. We're going to go up on our toes. Not right all the way just on our toes, but kind of just where the top of our foot, base of our toes, all this will be in the contact of the ground. And how that's going to look, we're going to keep it, and we're going to be walking on those slow, controlled steps. Okay, want to take it nice and slow. Again, I don't have the ideal space, so I'll just turn around and walk back. Keeping up on our toes, not letting our ankles cave in, not letting it drop. Okay, so that one again, like I said, it's really important. You go slow, you take your time, you're not racing through it. It's going to help build up the ankle strength, ankle stability. And that's key for any sport, any lifting, anything like that you do. So just take your time with it, be slow, and really work on building that. For heel walks, which is our next one, same thing. You want to have a distance that you can work in, but this time instead of being up on our toes, we're going to go back on our heels. And for this, again, just walking with our heels. This one's a little more awkward than the toes, so try your best to work at it slow. If you feel like you're kind of losing your balance or anything, feel like you're not in control, take a second, stop, regather yourself, and then continue. But nice and controlled, little small steps, not reaching to try to get to that other spot as fast as you can. Last exercise I'm going to go over. In this, we're going to go down to a knee. So this one, very similar to the wall one, but this time we're going to add a little bit of what's called overpressure. So that's when we get to the end range, we're going to apply a little bit more pressure to it, and that's just going to help with range of motion. If you are someone at home that has workout bands, exercise bands, this is one where you can use them in it. You'd use it by placing it right around the ankle joint. You're going to go inside the two bones just that loop around the side here. Right in the middle, there's another little bone there, and you're going to have it lay across there if you're someone with a band. If not, all good. So you're going to be on one knee. So again, we're going to keep our knee out. We're going to come forward, get to our end range, and then we are going to bring our weight down onto it, and then back out. Coming back down, get to that end range, and then we put our weight on it a little bit more, still keeping that heel on the ground. So how it's going to look, And this way, as you're here, go forward, get to that spot, and then we put our weight, get that little extra, but heel stays down, back up. And we got 10 reps of these. And making sure too with this, we're not letting our foot cave in. Okay, so what happens sometimes is our foot, when we put it on, it wants to just collapse like that. So what you want to do is you want to squeeze with your toes the ground to keep your arch here as you're coming up and forward. So keeping that arch, not letting it go flat like that. Okay? Then we'll switch sides. Same thing, squeeze the toes. Keep that sole up. A little overpressure, back up. And we'll do 10 reps on this side as well. So, like I said, this is a video for anyone who has any ankle problems, any ankle limitations, or this is just great to do before lifting any exercise, really get those ankle mobility going, and just decrease your risk of any injury.